What's up guys, welcome back. OCG Metagame Breakdown for November 8th, 2017. It has been a couple of weeks, but you know, nothing really has changed in the OCG, bar a couple of new card releases like the Security Dragon for, you know, the Grinder Golem loop slash combo, right, if you can call it a combo since it's like a one card shenanigans play. More of that really soon here in the video, but okay, so OCG Metagame Breakdown for again November 2017. All props again, Road of the King, a couple of breakdowns from his website here, link will be in the video description, and Ready for Duel as well for, you know, most deck lists from other locals, right? As you know, a couple of weeks ago, Spirals were hitting like 90%, a little over 90% at least for the OCG, for a good reason, right? It's still the quote-unquote old ban list for the OCG, so Spirals definitely have like, they're pretty much at full power still. But the metagame breakdown, as you see here from not the most recent one, which was posted up today when I upload the video, but it was like a metagame report from last week, from Road of the King. As you see here in the pie chart, Spirals were sitting at about 80%, so they lost like 10-ish% compared to a couple of weeks ago, but still, you know, pretty much, yeah, tier 0, right, as we saw here in the TCG before, like the emergency ban list we got past week. But other decks, like, sitting about 20-ish%, and we saw Zefra popping up. But a couple of new things that, at least new tools Spirals got, as you see here, is that, well, for the moment, at least a couple of weeks ago, past week, and this week as well, we see like two different versions for Spirals, and that's the mono Spiral build, the one we know, right? This is pretty much the same build as we ran in a TCG pre-ban list, but the other version, the other way, is with Grinder Golem. You know, Security Dragon is one of the newer cards in the OCG, and you know, Security Dragon does give you the opportunity to bounce back Grinder Golem for like another time, another possible way. And eventually your Grinder Golem loop slash combo will end in that Link 4 Skull, the Chained Draco Serpent, I believe the name is. You know, like, if you're able to use 4 monsters to Link summon it, you can, you know, use this Lot's effect of drawing 4 cards and, yeah, take 3 cards from your hand, from your whole hand, and send them back to, I believe, the bottom of your deck. But the card is just insane, and Grinder Golem being a 1-card Skull Draco Serpent, that's flat out broken. You know, I personally, rarely I'll use the term broken. It's not like clickbaity, because I heavily dislike, you know, broken in every video title, but now Grinder Golem being a 1-card Link summon into your Skull Draco Serpent, that's definitely broken, and it's just a matter of time that Konami OCG will eventually ban, maybe restrict, but I believe just banning Grinder Golem flat out. It's definitely, it will be the solution to this, because a 1-card Skull, that's just flat out ridiculous. But again, yeah, then again, there's like the biggest downside of your Grinder Golem is that, you know, it takes up a lot of extra deck space of the Link Rebo, the Link Spider, Security Dragon, the Magician, etc. But yeah, again, for the Spirals, the Grinder Spiral list, for last week, a couple of weeks ago, no, last week, the Mono Spiral build was a little bit preferred over the Grinder Spiral list, but we see now, and this is the pie chart of this week, just posted up today again, Spirals also sitting at about 80%, and both the Mono Spiral build was like equally played compared to the Grinder Spiral version, but minor differences between both, yeah, main decks and side decks, right? Since again, the hand traps are still very, very popular, as we know, right? But I believe Bakushka, a couple of players are main decking it in the, yeah, extra deck, right? A couple of players don't, depending on which version they play. Cherries is again a very important card. It also, yeah, like if your opponent has like the Grinder Golem combo going, you could potentially Reaper their what is it called? Akashic Magician? You know, the Magician when it's summoned, the Link 2 Magician bounce something back. People again run that Magician in their extra deck to, you know, let at least reveal the Winter Cherries to let them banish their Magician and pretty much stop them from doing the whole Grinder Golem combo. And you know, Grinder Golem with disadvantage of, you know, not having the normal summon. Yeah, that definitely pretty much stops the Spiral deck in its tracks, at least for its first turn. So yeah, second here is the Zefra build. The Zefra's having somewhat, at least as we saw also this week, a couple of Zefra builds popping up. There is one here, one example, main decking the Draconet or Draconet, however you pronounce it, immediately fetching your Galaxy Serpent, for example. That immediately opens up your Danglong summon. You know, Danglong is still not banned, at least it's not banned in the OCG, so Zefra still use it at full force here, your Danglong. But again, MVP against pretty much a Spiral matchup is a Chao Fang here in the extra deck indeed, which is the level 9 Synchro. And because you're using your Zefra Nui, the Earth one, by Synchro summoning for your Chao's Fang, or my apologies if I mispronounce it. Yeah, you can pretty much stop any Earth monster from triggering, right? So the Spiral Quick Fix, for example, Super Agent, Double Helix are all monsters that will be stopped by Chao Fang. So Zefras, okay, but it's cute, but you know, Spirals are still tier 0 in the OCG, and that's something we here also, yeah, we are seeing here in the statistics as well. So pretty much same for this week. Spirals, yeah, settling at about 80%. Same for last week or the week before that, right? So that's pretty much it for the Road of the King analysis. Also had like a couple of lists, Spiral lists in the background, but I believe nothing too spectacular, bar of course the Grinder Golem. Oh yeah, something for this week is that, and it's also being mentioned in the Spiral list, we say a couple of things. First of all is a Cyberstein, as you see here in the main deck. That's cute, you know, summoning something like Lost Warrior from another planet. Cyberstein still legal in the OCG. Nope, we are not going to get it back in the TCG. And second thing is Effect Failures being main decked again in Spirals. You know that yeah, most of the time it's not really that great against Spirals, at least against the opponent's Spiral deck if they have the field spell set up, you know, prevents targeting, I believe. But again, against the Grinder Golem loop shenanigans, immediately using your Effect Failure on the Akashic, again, I hope I pronounce it right, on the Akashic Magician to pretty much stop them in their track. You know, they gave up their normal summon due to Grinder Golem. So Effect Failure can still have some play in their main decks. Then, a couple of like, quote-unquote roguish decks. We see Subterrors doing okay, I guess, but you know how it has been for Subterrors past couple of weeks. And here's an example of them, is pretty much a field spell, well, engine, right, field spell, the hidden city searching out either Guru or the Subterror Fitness. This particular build did ran the level 7, I believe. It's called Umastrix, banishing a monster, but still, it's pretty much hand trap deck, right? Being the hand traps are so strong against Spirals, and Spirals being the tier 0 deck. Of course, this deck is doing okayish in the OCG, but I believe as soon as Spirals are out of the picture, or, well, the importance of hand traps is being lowered, and not really sure if this deck is going to hold up, well, topping in like locals in the OCG. But again, the strong core of Hidden City, searching Guru, for example, and Fitness being a very strong hand trap, putting Guru face down again. That's cute, but I believe still the power of the hand traps is what drives this deck. But yeah, okay, Subterrors, right. We see 6 Samurais popping up again. You know, Gateway is still a 3 in the OCG, and 6 Samurai aren't really doing anything that, again, says a lot. But again, by the time we are getting Link Vrains, we might see Gateway back also in the TCG at full force. Well, 6 Samurai at full force, right. Maybe with or without the true Draco engine. We also saw heroes popping up, also main decking Grinder Golem. Why not, right? Pretty much every deck can main deck Grinder Golem nowadays, since it's like an easy Draco summon, you know, drawing 4 cards, send 3 cards back to the deck, replenish your hand, mulligan your hand, and in case of heroes, special summon Stratos, special summon your Shadow Mist, for example, get a search off of Shadow Mist or Stratos. It's just insane. Again, any deck can pretty much splash in Grinder Golem and instantly get use and a lot of pluses out of it, right? We saw Blue Eyes popping up, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think nothing too spectacular from the list here. Again, the one of Valor here in the main deck, that's of course searchable, but yeah, then again, nothing too spectacular, right? Infernoids, on the other hand, again, splashing in this Grinder Golem, that's not something new, because again, Grinder, at least Infernoids, can prolong, can extend the Grinder Golem loop, since, you know, one of the Infernoids, I'm not really sure about the name, but, you know, can bounce something back from the field, so you know, you can bounce back your own Grinder Golem. I believe it's the level 3 or the level 2. I believe it's the level 2 that can bounce back something from the opponent. So again, giving you the extra Grinder Golem summon. So fueling your grave, keep fueling your grave with, you know, the Grinder Golem shenanigans and Grinder Golem loop, with also Decatron, for example. So again, the Grinder Golem, such a disgusting card as well in Infernoids. And then, yeah, in terms of BA, we saw Burning Abyss. You know, Burning Abyss is pretty much at full force with Triple Beatrice, but you know, Dante is still only at 1 in the OCG, so they still only have 1 Dante. We saw Sabers popping up, but yeah, Sabers, right. The triple, what is it called? That Reinforced Truth in the main deck. That's gimmicky with the Kaijus as well. Rescue Cat at 3. Good times, 2009, if I'm not mistaken, for the DCG. And last, this was like a very cute build with ninjas, and no surprise, also Grinder Golem. It's pretty much a Grinder Golem dot deck, again, giving you the extra options. Go for the Link Minerva here with a Grinder Golem, that's also definitely an option, but special summoning something like Hanzo with, yeah, if you're playing the Draco Link 4 monster, but Hanzo, and I believe it's called the Twilight Ninja, also one of the newer ninjas, I believe. Yeah, that's definitely cute. I might try this one out later, but Summon Monk, okay, immediately searching out something like Hanzo, but Summon Monk just loses to hand traps, so I'm not really sure about that. But yeah, cute concept. Might try it out soon in one of the replay videos. Okay, guys, yeah, again, the Spiral sitting at about 80%. And yeah, 20% roguish, so if it's not for a ban list in the OCG, maybe Link Vrains might shake up the format, but we have to wait a couple of weeks for that. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lead them signing out. Peace.